Solutions to the foundation level functions exam. Question 1, an arrow diagram of the function x plus 4, so that's your function there, is shown below. Fill in the 3 missing values in the diagram. So basically going from here to here, we are doing plus 4. These are your x values, and it says we have to take x and add 4. So if you take 1 and add 4, you get 5. 2 plus 4 is 6, and 4 plus 4 is 8. So 5, 6, 8 are your 3 answers there. So write down the domain and the range. The domain is the x values and the range is the list of y values. So the domain is over here, the x's 0, 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2, 4, and the range is over on the right here, 4, 5, 6, 8. 4, 5, 6, 8. Work out the value of x when f of x is 7. So f of x, you can see it here. Okay, f of x is another way of saying y. Okay, so what they're saying is that if this is 7 on this side, then what's the one on this side? Okay, so remember, going from in this direction, we add 4. So if we want to go the backwards way, we have to minus 4. Okay, so to get this, we just do 7 minus 4, which is 3. Okay, the last one's tricky there. Question 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 10 are 3 couples, and the function is x plus 1. Show that 2, 3 is also a couple. Okay, so we take the one on the left, which is the 2. We do what it says, which is to plus 1, and we should get the one on the right. And 2 plus 1 is 3, which is correct. Okay, so that's how you use these. You start with the thing on the left and you add whatever it says. So in this case, the thing on the left was 2, and the function told us to add 1. So 2 plus 1 we know is 3, and if you look back, it should have been 3. Okay, you can do it with any of them. So if you take, say, this one here, take the one on the left, the function says add 1. We know 5 plus 1 is 6. Look back, 6 is correct. Okay, so that's how you work that one. So the graph. So draw a graph of the function x plus 1 from 1 to 9 on the diagram. Okay, so we know that 1 is 2. We know that 2 gives us 3 because we're adding 1. What would 3 give us? 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 would give us 5. 5 would be 6. 6 would be 7. 7 would be 8. 8 would be 9. And 9 would be 10. Okay, so they want us to go from 1 to 9. So there's x equal to 1. And there's x equal to 9. Okay, and we put them on the graph. So the first one, start in the center, and it's 1, 2. So you go right 1, up 2. Second one, start in the center, you go right 2, up 3. Third one you can see there, start in the center, go right 3, and up to 4. Start in the center, go to 4 and up to 5. So I think you can see the pattern, can you? Go to 5, up to 6, and we'll just keep going. This is 6, this is 7, this is 8, and this is 9. Okay, and you can put in a nice line through all of them and get it in the right place. There you go. And there's your graph. Okay, so is 12, 14 a couple of the function x plus 1? Okay, so let's check. So we start with the number on the left, which is 12. Sorry, I'm putting that in the answer. I should put that in the work. So this is going to be my reason. So we start with the couple on the left, or the number on the left, which is 12. The function tells us to add 1, so we add 1, and we get 12 and 1 makes 13. So 13 should be the number on the right. It's not, which means it's wrong. So is 12, 14 a couple in this function? No, it's not. All right. Question 3, part A. So the function h is defined as, and here's your function, 2x plus 1. The arrow diagram below shows the values. So see it again. This is our x, this is our y. Write down the domain. Remember the domain is x, the range is y. So your domain is these ones here, 0, 1, 2, 4, and 1, 3, 5, 9 for your range. Okay. Okay, so h of 3 and h of 6. So what was h? Here it is here. See, h equals 2x plus 1. So for this one, you take this 3 and you put it in for x. So it's 2 bracket 3 plus 1. 2 bracket 3 is 6 plus 1, which is 7. Okay, and this one's the same, 2x plus 1, except this time you put 6 in for x. So it's 2 bracket 6 plus 1, which is 12 plus 1, and 12 and 1 is 13. Okay, and the last question, I think. Okay, so the graphs of two functions f of x and g of x are shown in the coordinate grid below. Here's the two, so f is x plus 2 and g is minus x plus 4. And the question says, match the functions to the graphs. Okay, this should be easy enough. Yeah, so see the way this has a 2 on it, and this graph goes through the 2? Yeah, that means that's they match. So this is your f graph. And then if we apply the same thing here, look, there's your plus 4. And this one goes through plus 4. So that's your g graph. Okay, I'll just grab the rest of the questions here. For one of the functions above, give a reason for your answer. So I've literally given you the reason. So if we say the f graph, the graph is x plus 2 and it goes through 2 on the graph. Okay, so basically the 2 matches the 2. Use your graph of the function f to find f of 3. Okay, so where's the f one? So this one's the f one. Okay, so the way you do this is you go to 3. Yeah, get a little line here. You go up until you hit your graph. Ooh, there. And then you go, ooh, wrong way, across. And we've landed on 5. So the answer is 5. So you start at 3, you go up until you hit your f graph, and then you go across and see where you hit. Okay, and we hit 5. So the answer to that is 5. Okay, and then use the graph to find the value of x for which. So x plus 2 is f, and minus x plus 4 is g. So where does f equal g? Okay, and you can see it here. Okay, so that, if I look down, is 1, and if I look left, is 3. So the use your graphs to find the value of x. So x is, you can see it here, x is the one that's here, so it's 1. Okay, it also equals at 3, but if you look here, 3 is y. And they didn't ask about y, they asked about x. Okay, so there's all your solutions. You go through that and make sure you understand them all, and hopefully you've sent me on an exam that I can mark.